What's going on, man? CJ Rice checking in once again with his Mountain Dew champion belt, with his Mountain Dew, and he's about to roll some dice. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, man. Alright. What's going on now, partner? Shit. Man, look here, man. I seen the video. I just want to make this simple. Yeah, man. Hangovergang, I am back. You know that, man? Because somebody said something about Tom McDonald, the most hated rapper in hip-hop. You see that, right? Is Tom McDonald the most hated rapper in hip-hop? To me, I think so, man. I know a couple folks I know. I said, man, Tom McDonald, that dude, man. And these some bitches be like, nah, man. That white boy ain't nothing. That white boy can't do this. White boy can't do that. I said, man, ain't no white boy, man. Goddamn Tom McDonald just like me. He a green folk. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shit. Yeah, man. I want to get into this because I seen this and I'm about to react to this shit. And we about to find out, man. So you know what to do, son. Hangovergang. Drink your damn Mountain Dews while CJ Rice react to this. You know I'm a Tom McDonald fan, man. And we ain't gonna be talking about my damn partner. Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, man.
This video is brought to you by Bespoke Post. Stay tuned to find out more. Since its inception, hip-hop, like punk music, has been used as a means to promote rebellion. Some of its most cherished voices made their names as outliers who boldly stood up to injustice and societal ills. From Chuck D to Mos Def, Dead Prez, and Kendrick Lamar, these artists saw the systemic problems and did what they could not only to defy them, but shine light on their roots which may have otherwise gone unseen by the masses. However, what happens when a rapper uses hip-hop to propel dangerous sentiments, take on identity politics, and propel hatred towards their fellow man? And even worse, what if he didn't even mean it?
Man, like I said, man, none of these rappers ain't got shit on Tom McDonald. Yeah, man, I'm speaking it, man, because for number one, these rappers, they ain't talking about nothing. These rappers, they talking about killing each other, talking about pussy this, fucking that, fuck this, and man, come on, gun this, shoot this person. Tom McDonald don't say none of that. Tom McDonald just speaking about the life in the world and the government. That's what separates these folks with Tom McDonald, son. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
For clout in the same way as a 6ix9ine, except that rather to attempt to gain street cred through their gang affiliations, it's white supremacists. Here we find the Canadian-born Tom McDonald, a rapper who has simultaneously been ignored by the mainstream while picking up an immense amount of support among the more right-wing corners of white suburbia. A former pro wrestler, Tom's inspirations behind his rap style are all too predictable and all center around a lifelong love affair with Slim Shady. I've owned every album that guy ever put out, he reflected, with the exception of the last few years. But when I was a kid, that was like my go-to. I wouldn't be here right now without Eminem. But where Eminem left any discriminatory rhetoric towards black women behind and...
Man, let me tell you something, man. Tom McDonald better than damn Eminem. I ain't a big fan of goddamn Eminem, man. Shit, I can't even say his damn name right. That's how I ain't a big fan of Eminem, man. I'm a big fan of Tom McDonald, man. It's Hangovergang, man. This man, Tom McDonald, touched lives, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Eminem, he talking about beating his damn mom up. You remember that song he did? Tom McDonald, he ain't saying none of that. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man.
In the 80s with Foolish Pride, a lot of Tom's success has come from dabbling in offensive narratives. However, that wasn't how his rap career began. After what he described as a pretty lengthy battle with alcoholism and a year-long breakdown, an impoverished McDonald eschewed his earlier attempts to mimic the style of other rappers, instead seeking to hold hip-hop to account for how it contributed to his problems with 2017's Dear Rappers. Rather than trying to lead with any understanding or historical context for everything that happens in mainstream today, Tom led with vilifying the genre and used its negative stereotypes as an indictment.
I haven't looked into the hip-hop demographic recently, but I remember a couple years ago when I looked into it, it was like 14 to 20-year-old white American youth. It was pretty young, pretty influential kids. Somewhere things took a turn. Hip-hop traditionally was about fighting the power and being against the man and having your voice heard.
Yeah, you're right about that.
About a lot of social issues and power to the people and stuff. And then somewhere along the way, you had like sort of the gangster era of everything.
Gangster rap
seems to lean pretty heavily on prescription pill abuse. Not all hip hop, but a lot of hip hop.
As an independent artist, Tom sought to find his fans and leveraged Facebook to succeed in a way that he believed would be impossible today. And right from the bat, he self-admittedly led with clickbait. Ever feel like subscription boxes can get a little bit repetitive? For those who don't know, a subscription box is like a streaming service, but physical. You subscribe, and in exchange, you're sent a box of items every month.
See, the thing about another thing with Tom, man. Tom McDonald, man. He has a good old wife, man, that sat back with him. Yeah, man, he's one of them rappers. He got a good wife right beside him. And plus, he do everything, man. The editing, the filming. Yeah, man, that motherfucker do everything, man. The writing his own stuff, man. That motherfucker independent, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Half of these rappers don't even got no damn wife. They hold around, man. See, Tom McDonald, he got that. Shit.
The problem with these boxes is that you're usually getting the same thing every single month, and you don't even get to pick your box. With Bespoke Post, you'll never get bored again. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering a box of awesome, top-shelf goods from under-the-radar brands. It's free to join, and you can cancel anytime. The cool thing about Bespoke Post is that they deliver right to your door from an endlessly rotating selection of cool new products like outdoor gear, clothing, home and kitchen goods, and much more.
Man, what the hell is this, man?
How about the Weekender box? It provides a specially designed mason bag with a reinforced frame and thick leather handles. Or try the Explorer box.
Alright now, man, look, we ain't got time. We here for no. We here for some damn Tom McDonald, man. We ain't here for no damn sponsorships. If it ain't Mountain Dew, I don't want to hear it.
Only a fraction of the value. And the best part is 90% of the products come from small brands.
Give a damn about no brand, man. I'm a country boy, man. I carry my shit in a suitcase. I carry my shelf in a grocery store bag. I don't need nothing to carry I need a grocery store bag.
The way that Facebook and those platforms were operating back then, I don't think we realized it at the time, but that was like the Wild West. If you had a song that sounded good and you put some like captions on it, like, oh my God, I can't believe this rapper said this, fire or trash, put $500 on it, it was gone. All the platforms now, they're so heavily involved in censorship and suppression of free speech. I feel like we just snuck in through that door before they slammed it closed.
Seeking to
you're right about that.
Compass that he wasn't fit for, Tom realized that controversy created clicks. And soon, he leaned into the backlash and remodeled himself as the antithesis of everything.
A lot of folks hate Tom McDonald for number one, too, man. They hate them boy because, like I say, he's a white man coming to a white rapper coming into the business, exposing everything, man. I mean, when they did that clone video, man, I bet you the government hated that. Oh my gosh, man, them some bitches hated that. And the thing about this fan base too, man, this industry shit, man, when you come into this hip hop shit, man, these folks compare you to other rappers, man, but you can't compare Tom McDonald. The man got his own mind. You can't shut that motherfucker up. Yeah, man, he is the most hated rapper. Yeah, he is. But CJ Rice love him, and he got a crew named Hangovergang. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, look, hit the notification bell, man. I know you. Look, get that like, man. Roll some dice for CJ Rice, man. I know you like what I say, man. Yeah, man. Share this, man. Yeah, man. It's Hangovergang, man. Once you in the Hangovergang, man, you are family, son. Yeah, man. Talking about my boy Tom McDonald, man.
We generally believe hip hop should be. Released at a time where notions such as cancel culture and the fight for racial equality allowed some white Americans to believe that their way of life was being threatened, Tom made his next big splash with a track known as White Boy, which took those misgivings.
I remember that video too.
Self-righteous track imaginable. And just as he'd intended, it began to get noticed.
Who is saying this to you? Are you getting pulled over because you're white? No one likes me because I'm Caucasian. I feel like the kind of people who would feed into this song are the exact types of people who might see black people getting angry online about things like police brutality and just get over it. Meanwhile, in this guy's head, oh, someone said something mean about white people on Twitter. If that bothers you, welcome to a sliver of what anybody who's ever actually...
See, this is exactly why I call myself a green folk, man. Because folks like this, man. Tom McDonald. This is to CJ Rice, to you, man. I love you to death, man. Call yourself a green folk. Take a shot of this Mountain Dew and call yourself a green folk. Because people like this, man, it's a white and black thing. And, you know, every race is beefing with each other. See, me, I got all that shit, man. I ain't no white man. I ain't no black man. I ain't no Mexican man. I am a definition of a green folk. I roll dice and I put you on back of the truck. So, Tom McDonald, you need to come into this way and call yourself a green folk. Because folks like this, man, I hate people like this dude right over there talking that gibberish shit.
Been persecuted has ever had to endure.
What do you want?
Want a job that I don't hate. Want to do something that matters.
Even if not all the attention was positive. Although he since claimed that his adoption by white nationalists freaked me the f*** out, Tom soon found himself with a supposedly anti-woke fan base who saw him as a vessel for their truth. And while he's since told Rolling Stone that he hopes to show people that I'm not just some brainwashed right-wing zombie, the correlation between Fox News' news cycle, hot button issues, and his output is no coincidence. From fat shaming to abortion and racism, Tom's entire MO hinges on getting a reaction. And in that regard, he's cut from the same cloth as any 4chan edgelord. And now, whether he likes it or not, he's trapped himself in a box of his own devising. I'm not just the white conservative rap guy, he told Rolling Stone. I've also done a lot of stuff that's not politically charged, but that doesn't seem to get digested and championed the same way, for obvious reasons. Over the years, he's...
But like I said, man, Tom McDonald's different from these other white people, these white rappers you're naming, man. Tom McDonald saved these folks, man. Hangovergang, y'all know this. Tom McDonald talks about, he talks about how to quit, popping pills, drinking liquor, and your addictions. That's what Tom McDonald talk about. See, these rappers don't talk about this shit. And this is why, these folks hate Tom McDonald because he's saving people. He got a fan base he saved, man. I mean, come on, man. These rappers, man, these rappers, whatever you call yourself a rapper, man. I put Tom McDonald's country rap, but he's in the hip hop now. But like I said, Tom McDonald, he ain't like these other rappers, man. He's really not. I don't care what nobody got to say. He's not. Yeah, man. I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not anti-Trump. Pro-people. White trash, I'm sure understanding being with a group of voters who rarely get the luxury of either of those things. Speak your shit.
Facade that he played the middle from the outset of his career, claiming, I'm not pro-Trump, I'm not anti-Trump, I'm pro-people. I'm not taking sides in white trash. I'm showing understanding and being sympathetic towards a group of voters who rarely get the luxury of either of those things. And while he's since tried to backpedal with tracks like If I Was Black, it doesn't change the fact that his example emboldened other rappers to go even further than him, in turn creating a subgenre of ultra-conservative rap that's given a platform to the likes of Tyson James, whose biggest track features the chorus, Y'all about to make me pull a Rittenhouse, bring the muscle, pull up at a politician house, and Adam Calhoun, a frequent collaborator of Tom's, who has used the N-word on wax several times. In the eyes of those who
see this dude right here, man. This dude right here is the real deal. You see that right there? That's a good old American. You see that flag on right by my chair? That's that good American, man. Yeah, man. Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, man. Those are my favorite folks, man. Up church, Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun, man. Them son bitches changed the rap game, man. The country rap game, man. And like I said, man, they care about America, man. Like these other folks, these rappers. These folks don't care about America, man. Only thing they care about is you, like I just said, shooting somebody, fucking all these women, having sex with all these women, and popping pills. They don't talk about how to quit and all this. And see, Tom McDonald, he loves this country, and this son Mitch is from Canada. He's from Canada. Adam Calhoun the same way, man. He love his country. Up church the same way, man. These folks are, when they rap, man, they make sense. They make sense. Yeah, Adam Calhoun, he can use nigga. He can say whatever he want to say. Me, I'm a green folk. I can say what anybody can say what everybody in the world said the word nigga. Yeah, man, everybody in the world had to say it. Like, come on, white, black, Mexican, Nigerian, motherfucker, who else said it? Who else these races? Nepal, Europeans, everybody said the damn word, man. So, I don't know why folks still getting mad about that shit, man. Come on, man.
Of Tom's, who has used the N-word on wax several times. In the eyes of those who've taken part in his videos, such as actor Adam Pepper, Tom doesn't ever truly distance himself from that bread and butter fan base, no matter how much he claims he does.
I don't even know who that is.
It flirts with neo-Nazi, he remarked. It flirts with white power. I think sometimes he puts black people in his videos to make it easier to digest. From fake woke to straight white male, Tom has routinely sought to tap into his fan base whenever he needs a boost of publicity or support. And in fairness,
I tell you what, it's dude power. Mountain Dew power. You know what? Hit that subscribe button. Keep on. I know you in this video right now. Yeah, man. And look, tap, man. Tap the goddamn screen, man. It ain't hard, man. This is CJ Rice you're talking to. Yeah, man. Yeah, tap the screen, man. Roll some dice. Alright?
It has worked. In spite of being independent, Tom's tracks and albums have outshone many artists that we perceive as successful. And with thousands of sales and physical CDs, he's likely making more revenue than some of them as well. However, one thing that does severe damage to his credibility is the fact that for the vast majority of people, his shtick is entirely transparent, as it's clear he's just saying things to provoke outrage while feeding his existing fan base.
Like, ever since you've hit it big in a way, you're not really saying the points socially and politically that you do make in your music come from a place of delusion. I don't know, it just seems like Tom McDonald is this really annoying fence-sitting type of character in music right now, and he will basically say or portray anything as long as it will go viral, it'll turn heads. You're always plotting and scheming on your next piece of troll bait for your audience. It's a process, it's a manipulation. Tom McDonald comes from this place of extreme inauthenticity.
The architect of a subgenre that's way more harmful than frat rap ever was, Tom admits that much of his fame is fueled by disdain, telling Rolling Stone that, "Pretty quickly, I sort of realized that the people who didn't like me were doing the most for me. They were the ones that were like, I have to show 30 of my friends this piece of because I hate him." Armed with that knowledge, he's firmly doubled down into that lane, and yet, somehow, he always sees himself as the victim, and believes that it's his ability to court controversy, not his inherently try-hard persona, which prevents any mainstream rappers from working with him.
Especially when we talk about guys like G-Eazy, Eminem, who are involved in the mainstream music industry. I don't think a lot of them really want to be associated with somebody like me. I think they look at me as, that's dangerous. That guy's a racist.
You know what? He's right about that. Folks with the mainstream gift, that's in mainstream, the rappers mainstream, man, they don't want to be with Tom McDonald, man. They really won't. They, like he said, they look at him as a threat because he exposed the government. See, these mainstream rappers, they're mainstream. They're not going to do that. The mainstream folks, they know what's going on behind closed doors, but they ain't going to see if they do that and they hanging out with Tom. They'll be like, why that motherfucker hanging around with that? Then they going to get canceled. You know that? See? Tom McDonald. See, this is why. See? Hangovergang, man. Hangovergang, man.
That guy he's some raging Republican rapper guy, and if he posts a message that you guys are talking back and forth, or you do a song with him, or you co-sign him, that's going to reflect negatively on your career.
And although it can be argued that he's painted himself into a corner, it doesn't change the fact that without that far-right fan base, he'd basically have nothing. Let's face it, he certainly wouldn't be selling over 100,000 CDs based on lyrical ability, or if the content didn't appeal to his niche audience. And as a result, he's got to remain polarizing. And that's exactly where he's excelled.
People are so dumb, and I'm the smart guy. Which I suppose to an extent is true, because Tom has certainly assembled a gaggle of morons to either support everything he says or react to everything he says negatively.
And while Fantano, and of course myself, are bolstering his brand by talking about him, it doesn't change the fact that when it comes to hip-hop, he's misappropriating what the art form is truly used for. After all, hip-hop is a culture that's devised to stand up for those who've been marginalized. And whether he'd like to admit it or not, his music actually upholds the values of corporations such as Fox News while he's posing as a counter.
I remember that video too. That was a good video.
Is talking about the discrimination that people suffer at the hands of their identity, or rather the way their identity is treated by society and by the system. How is that not being anti-system? That is being against the conformity that the system forces on all of us. Stop whining about how unfair life is. Stop complaining so much. That is pro-system. That is telling people to stop worrying about the status quo and the way things are. Stop trying to change things. That is pro-system.
What is this dude talking bad about this? Is Tom McDonald? What is he doing? Because I don't know what the hell that dude talking about, man. I really don't. And I ain't going back for him.
Reaching for an Eminem
he sound annoying to me, man.
Of his lyrics, or purchasing an $100,000 NFT just to get a hold of a shady beat that he'd never get under any other circumstances. But even if he seems innocuous and goofy in this sense, it doesn't change the fact that his presence is dangerous, as he's not the only willing to cosplay as a white supremacist, but acts as a gateway to others with genuine extremist values. And a prime example, his recent project,
yes sir, man, that's two good boys right there.
Copies. And with lyrics like, tolerance is great until you speak and you're a target. If a white man paints his face black, he's a piece of garbage. But you can put him in a dress and he's courageous and he's gorgeous. Or call a dad a deadbeat for neglecting his boys. but a mom kills a baby and you call it pro-choice. It means that tirades like this from Tom become normalized to his audience and likely reinforced pre-existing attitudes. But while this would be ill-advised on its own,
man cares
it
about
becomes
his
more
country
alarming when paired with contributions from Calhoun, such as, try to take our freedoms, that's how you get shot up. Got our back against the wall, just try to stop us. More guns, more ammunition, please stock up.
Yes,
Providing
sir.
the sort of idealism that led to the January 6th insurrection in hip-hop form, Tom's presence legitimizes the likes of Calhoun. And while no one is suggesting that these bars would radicalize someone, it still doesn't change the fact that it's providing anthems of intolerance in a way that has no counterpart in mainstream hip-hop. Masquerading as a voice of the forgotten, while he's closer to a puppet of the right-wing media cycle, you can bet that Tom will continue to subtly stroke hatred in his alleged truth for as long as it's monetizable. And while there's no danger of him ever being credible, we can only hope that his ruse becomes more and more transparent to his fans over time.
That man Tom McDonald, like I said, he knows what he's talking about, man. Tom McDonald knows what he's talking about. Let me tell you something, man. That's it for that video, man. Son, is Tom McDonald the most hated rapper in hip-hop? Me, personally, yes. Yeah, he is, man. Yeah, man, because, like I said, man, the man speaks his mind, he speaks the truth, and he actually cares about America, man. Like, these ungrateful-ass Americans don't care about nothing, man. And these ungrateful rappers, they don't care about nothing either. They hate their own country. See, me, I can roll with Tom McDonald, man. I'm always gonna roll with Hangovergang, man. So that's it for that video, man. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike the summit, CJ Rice roll the dice. Y'all drink y'all Mountain Dews, and we about to get the hell out of here. And that's the bottom line, cause CJ Rice rolled the dice.